Hi friends, it's Lori with another Fried Tech fresh and tasty tip. Today we're going to learn how to create and use brands in Adobe Express. Let's get started. Over on the left hand side, you're going to click on brands. Once you click on brand, you can see I've got a couple of different schools here or different brands that I've already created. You're going to click on create brand right there on the left, and you're going to give that brand a name. So I'm just going to name it my school. And then we're going to click on create. Now that you're in the brand, you can add in logos, different graphic assets, colors, fonts, and templates. So this has to be created first before we can go create that color palette. But I do want to show you how you can add in your logos and other assets. So I'm going to come over here to logos at the top. So one thing you can do if you don't already have your school's logo is you can come over here to your school's website, go to that logo, right click, save image as. Now that it's saved, we can go put it into our brand. So I'm going to again click on upload logos. Then I'm going to choose the file and click open. So now that logo is in my brand, and I would be able to utilize this logo in any graphic by pulling the brand, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. So now let's get our color palette in. Over here, if I click on colors, I can manually add in the color palette by clicking add colors and creating a color palette or an individual swatch. If I click color palette, I would then have to manually add in the hex codes by clicking on that plus sign. So instead, let's go utilize Adobe Color to take the logo and pull the colors from that logo. So I'm going to open up a new tab and go to color.adobe.com. And you'll notice that this is linked with your Creative Cloud account for Adobe. So I can see right over here that I am logged in. If I click on that little icon, there is my account already logged in. And what I want to do if it doesn't load automatically for me is we're going to go to the Create section up here at the top to create a palette. The next thing we're looking for is over here on the right hand side where it says save to. We want to make sure that that brand we just created is the one selected. You can see all of the brands that we have also show up as well. So then I'm going to click over here on the left hand side and go to extract theme. Under extract theme, this is where you can upload a picture so that you can pull the color palette from that photo. So I'm going to click on select a file and go get my logo again. And as soon as I click open, Adobe Color is going to go pick those specific colors that it thinks are part of my branding. And then if I need to, I can come in here and I can move some of these color points around. Maybe I also want to include white, or maybe this gray. I can move these bubbles as needed. So I also, maybe that light blue is also part of my color theme. Once I select that color theme that I like, I can come over here and name it. So right now it's named color theme and then the name of the logo that I pulled in. The name is only necessary if you're going to have multiple color palettes so that you can kind of distinguish between them. Again, double check and make sure that we're saving it to that specific brand that we just created, and then click save. It's going to save that theme, that color theme, to my brand. So I'm going to come back over to Adobe Express and I'm going to refresh my screen. And then now when I do, I should see my logo and my color palette built right in for me. And then the great part is now this color palette can be accessed from any graphic that you are creating. So can that logo. So I'm going to pop on over to another tab. And I'm going to add in this flyer template. To add in that logo, all I need to do is come over here to the left-hand side to brands. There is my brand. So I'm going to open up that brand. And then you can't see the logo because it's like kind of hidden, but you can see there's the file name. This panel is just wider than what is being shown. So if I click on that, it's going to add my logo there, and maybe I want to get rid of that stuff so that I can add in my own logo in there. And then if I want this flyer color palette to match my actual color palette for my brand, I can easily come up here to theme at the top and you'll see that brand is going to automatically load. If you want to change brands, you can click on the three lines. You can change your brand really easily. If your brand has multiple color palettes, you'll see the different color palettes below for you to select from. And now I can click on this color palette and it will change that page theme. And then I can easily shuffle through until I find a look that I like. And then let's say I really like that. So if I want to go in and change individual elements, I can do that as well. So if I want to change this circle at the top, come over here and click on fill like we normally do, and your page theme is loaded. So now we can select a different color from that page theme, or we can also use some of the recommended similar colors that are available as well. Or we can grab that eyedropper tool and pull a color from our logo since we have it on our graphic. So that's how you can create brands and utilize them in Adobe Express.